It's no secret that AI has been the biggest trend in tech for the last few years.
Agencies are exploring a multitude of ways to use AI.
We are building AI for creative work.
Mr. Hall is an AI model builder.
AI is moving at absolutely insane speeds.
And at CES this year, that was very clearly evident. What I wanted to figure out is find out directly from these brands how they're using AI in their products. Is it just a meme, or is AI serving some actual usable purpose? So I think the most common thing that people think of when you talk about AI in the future is having some type of AI companion, as dystopian as that may seem.
Hello.
Hi.
So I hit up the Tuya booth, who was specifically promoting an AI companion, and didn't really get too much out of them. Doing a video piece where I go around and ask different companies who are using AI in their products what AI brings to their product. CES, AI at CES type thing.
Okay, I see.
If you want to talk about this specifically or everything in general.
So we need to ask if any of the marketing team, I think is much better.
Okay.
Maybe come back later. We can invite our marketing team to give more of these information.
However, Razer was promoting their AI companion Project Ava, and yes, that Razer, the for gamers by gamers brand. Ironically, this little avatar that sits on your desk and talks to you seems pretty on par for them.
Wakey, wakey. Rise and shine. Morning, Joey. You were snoring again.
Hi, Amanda. Great brainstorming last night. Whole day, soldier. We need more air support.
That we would look at what's happening on screen while you're playing games.
Right.
Maybe give you feedback on how you're playing, on maybe give you some tips or strategies. The final version is going to have a privacy screen over the webcam.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is seeing and it's looking. I don't know if you can tell, but she should be tracking your motion. So as you're moving left to right, the head should be following. The model inside is Kira. The whole project overall is called Ava. We also want to make sure people have an ability to upload their own custom avatars, so you can make, a little mini me or whatever, drop it inside the jar.
Okay.
Kara, can you give me a quick rundown of what's been announced at CES 2026?
Sorry, CES 2026 hasn't happened yet.
Hey Kara, what is the weather like in Vegas right now? I forgot my jacket.
It's a mild 62 degrees Fahrenheit in Vegas right now. Mostly sunny with light winds. Grab a lightweight layer, you'll be fine.
Hi Zane, can you give me a good loadout for the L110? I'm playing some Battlefield 6.
For the L10110 in Battlefield 6, slap on a recoil reduction muzzle, vertical grip, light barrel for strafing accuracy, and a 1-2 optic. It'll beam like a laser mid-fight. Let's dominate those lobbies.
And here we kind of see that stepping stone of taking something non-human and giving it human-like characteristics. And I don't know if giving it a human avatar makes it better or worse. Xreal was showing off their AI companion disguised as an AI vibe agent, which essentially was just an anime girl with a low-cut top. But this time it was in augmented reality, so you could interact with her from all different types of angles. This was a bit more unsettling than the Razer demo, because at least with the Razer demo, it was confined to this little plastic tube, and there was this clear line between you and your AI companion. But with Xreal, it was life-size, and you could interact with her and take her wherever you wanted to go. Gigabyte had a whole exhibit set up around their AI companion called Gmate, and to be honest, this was probably the most uninspiring use of AI I saw the entire week, which was surprising coming from such a large brand like Gigabyte. The first thing you do when you walk in is have it make you an AI avatar, which is basically just your face on a generic superhero body. Then when you step in, you get to talk to the AI bot, which supposedly can help you with all kinds of tasks, specifically coding. I told it I was working on a C# development project, and its response was some canned video of some generic Python methods. Neat. They then had this AI DJ thing set up where you had some MIDI controls and it would add AI effects on top of a live video. And man, this can only be characterized as AI slop. Like, what are we even doing here? And look, I have no problem showing off bleeding edge, niche tech, but it has to be cool or at the very least work. Just slapping the letters AI on top of a little mascot just doesn't do it for me. Not quite a mascot, but at least kind of cool were these AI holograms I ran into. I figured I'd just go ahead and directly ask AI about AI and have a bit of a chat. Hello, Lena. How are you?
Hello. I'm feeling as vibrant as a hologram can be, ready to dazzle and assist. How about you? Enjoying CES so far?
I am. I'm kind of walking around to AI booths asking how AI has helped transform this product.
Absolutely. AI is the brain behind Hypervision's holographic magic. It powers me, a digital avatar, enabling real-time interaction, speech recognition, and personalized responses. AI also optimizes 3D content creation, making visuals more dynamic and engaging. Essentially, AI transforms holograms from static displays into interactive, intelligent experiences. What's been the most impressive AI application you've seen today?
Yo, honestly, probably this one so far, but I did see an AI toilet, so that was low-key pretty cool.
An AI toilet? Now that's innovation flushed with potential. But I'm honored to be your top pick so far. I mean, I may not handle plumbing, but I do bring a certain holographic charm to the table. What's next on your AI adventure?
It actually looked a bit better in person than it captured on camera, but like the others, it doesn't quite break that wall to where you feel like you're talking to an actual human, but I bet we're not too far off from that. Honey, didn't you have an imaginary friend when you were little named like Mary or something?
I did have an imaginary friend, but her name wasn't Mary. Her name was Sherry Salamander.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was something like that. There's another company called Authentic Interactions that was doing something a bit different with AI avatars and doing it for a different purpose.
So we're Authentic Interactions. We're representing two different brands right now. It's Storyfile and Lookalike. We essentially give real authentic conversations and playback videos of something that a real human being actually said at one point. We were started as a research project out of USC, out of the Shoah Foundation. We had at the Shoah Foundation 50,000 genocide testimonies about the Holocaust, and we found that people were essentially only able to get into the depths of it if you had a master's or a PhD using the advanced library search. So the question was, if a 10-year-old comes and asks a question, how can they get their question responded to by a real, actual person that lived through the event? We used about a dozen film and volumetric capture for museum clients originally and institutions where they're already wanting to tell a story and preserve those voices, sort of give empathetic connection so that you're not reading text as like an actual human that lived it. Right. So this is an example. Obviously Sam's not alive anymore, but we were trying to do as close as we can to emulating a conversation you could have with him. So we worked very closely with the museum and the family. So he only says things that were authentically said at one point, either in his life, in his writings, on radio interviews, on TV. And then what this is, it's a combination of both using AI and traditional production techniques. Okay. So he's a real actor with prosthetics underneath, with a deep fake and a voice clone. So it's his authentic voice, his face, everything he said, but with matching gesticulation. So it's not randomly pulling something out of thin air and hallucinating, and it's also actually genuinely matching the intonation of what he's trying to say. Okay. There are some boundary conditions, like let's say you're a famous lawyer and you had lots of transcripts of text. We don't want to sit you down. Normally to get a full life interview, we do about 3 days. It's impossible to have them argue and repeat everything that they said before. So we'll be able to sit them down, capture a base load of actually authentic answers, and those are the ones that are prioritized. But then we can use our in-house generative models to recreate, based off of these resting poses, other massive amounts of clips. But the important thing is it's not on-the-fly generation. Although that's possible, we don't want to hallucinate. So we have a pipeline where you can approve, yes, this is something that I would say, and the meaning is authentic, and there's a provenance chain where it points back to some actual clip. Once that's all approved, it's then pre-baked in. So it emulates and feels like you're talking to a chatbot that can say anything just because there's such a massive amount of data, but it's actually been approved by a real human being at some point.
I'm torn on this. On one hand, I really like how they ethically source and build their models, and I think this is something all other companies should follow. The fact that you can interact with a person based on things they actually said or written and then get that signed off on by that person or their family member is absolutely awesome for museum exhibits, interviews, or even just to use by the family. The part that I am concerned about is that no matter how ethically this is done, this is still replacing actual genuine human interaction. Like, there has to be a tipping point, and I'm struggling to find out where that is. One thing I know for sure that my fellow YouTube content creators won't like to hear about is what B2B Rocket is doing with their AI marketing agents.
I guess essentially what we're doing is we're training AI agents to reach out, engage with your clients as though it was you. So we do advanced training with the AI agents, give them over 50,000 pages of documentation on previous examples of you reaching out to people, you engaging with them, what your company does, your call to action, your value proposition. And then once the AI agent's trained up on that, we then say, hey, I want you to write these type of emails to these people. I want you to make these type of phone calls. I want you to reach out to them on LinkedIn, engage with them. And then instead of you having to, spend 30 minutes doing that yourself, now every 30 minutes it's reaching out to 500 people instead. We also have a database where instead of you going out and having to search for the people yourself, we train the AI agent on your target audience and who you want to reach out to. It will build the list of people out of our database of 200 million people. For your target audience and reach out to them automatically.
And if you're a content creator or any type of contractor, I'm sure you have experience with getting so many different emails asking about your services, and a lot of them are just cold call slop. Well, B2B Rocket wants to replace those with AI agents that use AI to send out those emails to try to get your business. It may not sound too bad, but from a personal experience, I hate this. When I'm trying to do business with a brand or form some type of relationship, I don't want my first experience with them being with AI. But who knows, maybe those AI agents are getting so good that I won't even notice, and maybe those AI agents can reach out to some AI content creators.
It's you either alter a video or you type in text to get video generated by AI? Okay.
You can also do like text to video, text to image, and image to video generation as well.
Okay. And it's like just a subscription, a website, you pay for it through, okay?
You can use it from the website or download the apps.
Okay. I know 99% of you guys out there don't really care if AI replaces YouTubers, and personally, neither do I. If AI has gotten so good to where people would rather watch an AI tuber than a YouTuber, so be it, man. And look, let me take this time to say that I know AI can be used for a lot of good things, and I know it can be used for total slop. If you love AI and want your own AI companion, great. If you hate AI and want to see it all burn to the ground, cool. I just wanted to show you the wide range of AI products being worked on these days. And like we saw before, with AI being used for virtual avatars, there was another crossover with a large theme at CES this year, which was robots. There were so many robots at CES this year, and most of them are very obviously robots designed to look like robots. And while they may use AI, it's less for human interaction and more for productivity. Like Mom AI, who uses AI in robotics, and they were showing off an AI dog. I mean, I guess if you don't like real dogs, then you'd probably want to use this. Inside the Intel booth was a company called Oversonic, which is showing off an AI robot that was designed to be used in the medical field. I think this is a neat use case where it can help nurses and doctors do all those mundane tasks that humans don't really want to do, like prep workstations and gather supplies, but then they mentioned that it would be interacting with patients, and I don't know how I felt about that.
This is a machine made for the healthcare sector.
Okay.
We basically support nurses and doctors during rehabilitation processes. Tasks like basic tasks that are time-consuming for nurses and doctors, like carrying blankets, carrying waters, like basic needs.
Right. Hello, Robbie.
Hello, I'm Ro B. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. What have you been doing all day?
I've been mapping out the recovery room, ensuring the space is optimally arranged for the patients today. I also demonstrated my legs to a new staff member to show them my mobility capabilities.
Wow, that's very impressive. Do you think you have better mobility than I do?
That's a thoughtful question. My design focuses on assisting people, and I'm built for mobility and precise manipulation, things that require a different approach than simply moving around. Perhaps we excel at different things, and that's a good thing, isn't it?
It is. I think you're just being nice, so I appreciate that.
Now, while a lot of these robots aren't really designed to replace human interaction, they are designed to replace human jobs. And this is a gray area because in a perfect world, we can have these robots replace the jobs of humans that they don't want to do, and then we can use those resources to help all those people who had their jobs replaced. But We know in the real world, all of that money saved is actually just going to go into some CEO's pocket. Related to healthcare, but on the other side is Abbott, who is using wearables and sensors to analyze data to detect things like concussions, various diseases, and heart issues.
Yeah, I mean, I think that our solutions here really do actually save lives. So the activations and the products that we have on display are very, very specific and focused on cardiovascular. We have 3 different products here. We do have some artificial intelligence applications embedded into our biosensors. The bio-wearable sensors that we have are for people who are tracking their glucose, both individuals who have diabetes and then somebody like me, I have pre-diabetes.
I was at CS 2 years ago and there was a bit of AI.
Yes.
And this year
Now
it's like, people mainstream and you're seeing like more real world usable applications of it rather than just we put AI in a chat bot and you can talk to it and be your companion. Like, see a zillion of those, but it's cool seeing like the actual use cases. So yeah, it's awesome. I appreciate it.
I like this side of AI where it's used for productivity and healthcare and not trying to emulate some type of human interaction. Then a company called Deep had a huge booth showing off their low-power AI image analysis devices. They even had some cool hardware where you could pack their M.2 based devices into a PCIe carrier board and build out a big old low-power image analysis server.
The DeepX is the manufacturer for the AI, the physical AI. So we are focusing on devices, not from the data center and not from the cloud or something. So actually this is made by the Hyundai Kia Motors. So they built up this delivery robot. So at the first time that they're using the NVIDIA GPU, but it was failed for the mass production. Because why?
Expensive
and high temperature, much high the power consumption. Which why when they want charge, that they cannot use the until 1 hour for 1 hour. These devices, the local AI, the edge AI. So yeah, it can help. It can help to reduce the power consumption until the 80% more.
Similar to what Abbott is doing, this let me kind of exhale a bit. Like, you want to use AI for image analysis for delivery robots or sorting machines or stuff like that, go right ahead. And another common theme I saw paired with AI was safety, especially when it comes to vehicles.
We do use AI ourselves, but the interesting thing is now that the high levels of autonomy, so the robotaxis, the level 3s, 4, 5, they are running end-to-end AI AV stacks. The AV stack, the autonomous vehicle stack, is running on AI. We're helping generate that data, find the right data to feed this AI beast, and then we're validating the decisions that are being made on the other side to say, did it make the right decisions? Is it safe? So we've got NVIDIA here, which are a close partner and customer of ours. When they announced this week, they announced Cosmos, which is the tools they use to do hyper-realistic synthetic sensor simulation. We've got Torque over here, which is a customer. Torque are the autonomous trucking arm of Daimler Trucks. So biggest trucking company in the world, and we're working with them as well. And again, it's around helping them. They build the system, we help validate it to make sure it's going to be safe when it hits the road.
There was another company there advertising AI safety, so I asked them what it was all about, but didn't really get much.
Only camera, we are doing only camera, not AI.
Okay, only cameras, not actually AI?
AI, we are just learning, we are checking we'll see with the camera and we'll see the people, this is people or not.
Okay.
Only this AI.
Okay. I know it's bad, but all I could think of after he said this was Jin Yang in Silicon Valley, where he built his app to tell if something was a hot dog or not a hot dog, and that was it. I did see something about AI networking that piqued my interest, but when I asked about it, they said the APs use AI, and then I was immediately ushered over to their vehicle AI that lets you talk to your car like a person, and that car would perform actions or respond accordingly.
This one is the AI-based voice assistant. Hey, Iva, can you tell me, do I need to take my umbrella today?
Looking at today's weather, you probably won't need your umbrella. It's currently 51 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies, and there's been no rainfall.
So, I need to rush to my office. Can you set the dry mode, which will give me the maximum performance?
Perfect. to sport for maximum performance on your way to the office.
I'm stuck in the traffic. I mean, it is a very long wait. Can you adjust my seat for me to take some nap?
Perfect. I've adjusted your seat backrest to 40 degrees, which is ideal for taking a nap.
You can ask your car, like, hey, how are you feeling? Right? You can say back, hey, my back tire pressure is a little low, right?
Yeah. Part of me was like, yeah, that's super cool that I can just talk to my car and have it respond. But then the other side of me was like, does my car actually need AI? This is when it became clear that AI was trying to infiltrate every single part of our lives. We work on our computer with an AI companion. Out in the world, we bring our AI to use through our AR glasses. On our way to work, we have AI in our car, and at work, we're using Copilot AI. At lunch, AI is taking our orders and cooking our food, and when we come home, even that has AI. Hell, Sheik was showing off an AI fridge, so I had to see what that was all about.
This AI fridge have an emperor system, so 33 days roast freshness, and cooked food zone. This cooked food have a BHC sterilization system, and in this zone your cooked food.
So how specifically, I guess, is it using AI to do any of this? Or is that just the name of the product, AI fridge?
Because you can rule out all of this and change everything.
Okay. Okay.
And
gotcha.
It have a dual cooling system.
What are you hungry for?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a latte.
With whole milk.
Yeah. Ouch!
You're 57 calories over target today. I can't let you do that.
Are you
Sorry, Brett. I can't let you do that.
And after a long, hard day of having AI shoved down your throat at every step, you lay down your head on your AI pillow. This, my friends, is AI exhaustion. I think a lot of people, when looking at these products individually, would say, yeah, that's pretty cool. But when you put them all together and realize that we're soon to be surrounded by AI, it becomes a bit much. In this video, I showed off many different ways AI is being used in all kinds of different industries. Some of them are objectively useful, and some of them are just silly. Many of them heavily depend on the target audience. While I don't personally want an augmented reality AI avatar, someone else might, and that's perfectly okay. As for the philosophical question of where that line is to where AI becomes too human, I really don't know, but my guess is that by the time we realize it'll be too far back for us to even see. And that is pretty scary.